Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and today we're gonna be focusing on railroad semaphores. Right, so this is one of those episodes where I'm 100% sure that this is not an issue, but it wouldn't be fair not to address it. Where the hell is the electricity problem? Really? This is what is the problem now? Fine. So what I wanted to address in this episode is the electricity problem, the semaphore problem, or is it a problem at all? I made several tutorials, which obviously a lot of people don't know about railroads. You can see it on the channel, and there's even a link to the tutorial playlist, so if you want to see it, it was made a long time ago. It was updated several times as well. So I would like to think I know a thing or two about semaphores, but I would like to address this issue one more time. Not one more time. I would like to put it to the floor. I would like to put it to you guys to see where I'm actually wrong here. Okay, so my understanding of the whole system, the railroad system, is that it works on semaphores. Yes, semaphores, how many of them do we have? So let's say in this line here, this is probably the busiest line. This would be really nice overlay. We probably don't have that, the traffic overlay, because the more you get developed, the more this game becomes a traffic simulator like some other city building games. Right, so what is the what if I press? Okay, if I press N, the grass doesn't grow over this. Anyway, so what I wanted to say is I wanted to check how many semaphores do we actually have. So this is, and can this be improved? So let's say that this line is working perfect because it has a lot of semaphores, and it should have a lot of semaphores, because how the semaphores work is they create blocks, segments where your trains can go. So in this case, our train can go here and then the next segment, and this gives them this this normal semaphore tells them if the next segment is free, just go. If the next segment is free, just go. I'm not going to explain what the segments mean, but I will say that the chain one means if the segment after next is free, go. You know, that's why there's two arrows in the same direction, as you can see here. So it's not if the next one is free, but the next one after that has to be free as well in order for train to go. So I would like to say that we have a lot of semaphores here. So I believe this is not an issue with our country. We can remove some things. For example, here you can see that we can, for example, put this, but this is not an issue. This railroad here, I absolutely never a single time didn't see any train issues in this area here, so I don't think this is an issue, but I'm perfectly fine in doing this. Where's the... here we go. No. Wait. What's with the... Okay. That's weird. Anyway, so we're gonna put additional semaphore here. So here we have this line has a lot of semaphores. There's no issues. Issues sometimes arise around this area over here. Why is it so? Because this area over here has a little bit busy. Oh, question mark. We love those. Is it going to be a question? I don't think it's going to be a question mark. I don't think there's a question mark there. Is there a question mark there? There's no question mark there. So we do have a lot of semaphores on our railroad lines. So as we're gonna go this way and check out all of our railroad lines, you can see that we have a lot of semaphores all over the place. A lot of semaphores. Now we're gonna come to an area where this is for Mr. JP. So we're gonna go and check out. So we have intersection here. Previously we had a little bit of an issue in this area, but that was due to construction being done here, and we had a couple of construction trains constructing all of this infrastructure here, and this is why we had a little bit of an issue here, but I don't think there's any issue at the moment. We have once in a while when the train comes out, we have slowdown around this area, but that's about it. But again, this is an intersection. This has, at least in my understanding, nothing to do with semaphores. Now, if the understanding about semaphores, how we discussed it, and I 100% agree, would be in this case with stats in the comment section. That would be, oh Jesus, What the hell did I just do now? That would be that the segment after. Oh crap. Okay, let's just see if we can remove all of this. Can we just can you remove this segment, please? Let's just remove. Oh crap. Okay, fine, whatever. Can I remove the other one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go for chain semaphore here. I bet there's gonna be a couple of question marks above somebody's heads. What about now? What if I remove it now? There we go. Okay. One thing I noticed, and I 100% agree with Marcus. Marcus had a really good suggestion that segment after the intersection needs to be long enough to accommodate the longest train that's going to be on this line. So one of the things that can be blocking our system here is actually the opposite, more semaphores than we can handle. Because if this segment is not long enough to accommodate the train, so if we continued having semaphore here, we would have train stuck in the middle of intersection until the next segments are cleared. This is unacceptable, and this is not how it's supposed to be. Now, one other thing I noticed as well is the length of the intersection is also affecting us. So what I'm gonna do now, I will shorten as much as possible lengths of intersections here. So I'm gonna go for this one, and we're gonna go for this one. I will remove both this and this just to keep this intersection here as short as possible. You can see that this is where the railroad combines over here, so this is the best we can do. Okay, so what can we do? What can we do here is... yeah, so my question is, JP and everybody else here, do you think that this intersection can use more semaphore? Now, this is just a question, can it use more semaphore? Is there any way, I would like to say in hell, that we can benefit from having more semaphores than we have at the moment? My biggest concern, and as far as I notice here, I'm watching at the semaphores here, when they actually turn gray, when they give the other train option to go forward. What the hell is yellow? What the hell was yellow? There was a yellow light there. Anyway, when does it turn gray? When does this semaphore turn gray? So let's check this one out. So we have this train doing what? What the hell was that? Why? Right, so we have this train doing this, flipped to this side and then gone here. So at which point does this train turn gray? Look at this. Okay, really bad advice. Really bad example. But this area here, because we treat it as a one long intersection, seems to be one of the bottlenecks here, and this train is still holding firm. Why is this? Why? I mean, like, I understand why is this, because there's another train in the intersection, and sorry, the segment after next is not clear. So this train is still not gonna go because this segment is not clear. My understanding of this system is we need to have less intersections and far in between. So all of this steel distribution, and probably even this one here, is causing our traffic issues. So if we remove both of these, this steel distribution and construction of Murmansk area, industrial railroad or logistics, if we remove those two, train traffic here would go much smoother. As you can see, we would have much more space for trains to go through the intersection. We would have much more. You see, this one won't go until this one is cleared, has cleared this segment. Right. One other thing I would like to so what do you think? Can I forget about intersections? Whatever I said, I probably shouldn't have said it. I'm just gonna ask you a question. Can our railroads benefit from more semaphores, and where to implement it. You have timestamps now. I'm recording this. Just pause in the segment where you think that we need more semaphores, and I will do my best to implement them. Where, for example, if we follow what I unilaterally think that it's the extremely smart idea of having enough space for a train when it clears the intersection, to have enough space even for the longest trains. For example, this one, you see how long this train is. So we are unable, we should not cut this from this semaphore here, where I'm pointing on the left hand side, to this one here. We should not cut it in half, because this train, when it's using this railroad, he will have clear this segment to populate it, to come in here, but his couple of wagons will be stuck in the intersection, which will prevent some of the trains, if not all of them, from going into this intersection, even if they are not going the same way. Even if they are not going in this direction, even if they are going in the opposite direction, this train could block them. Even the trains clearing this segment on the opposite track, going into the left hand side here, will also be prevented from going there, because this first train's ass will be blocking his way. Even if it's not physically blocking, it can block it with semaphores not giving a green light. So having a first segment after the intersection all the way clear, so the train can populate it, it's really important, and I agree. This is what Dennis taught me, and thank you for this. And after a lot of testing and checking this out, I think this is a really smart choice. One of the other segments that we need to do here is double intersections, so that we need less of. That would be double intersections, so that would be one of these. So my suggestion for these would be for this railroad to be connected somewhere else, somewhere where it's less traffic, because this railroad is our main artery through the whole country here, and then turning left. Even though at the moment we don't have as many trains, we potentially will, because this is going to go towards NATO border, new cities will be delivered there, built there, so I think this is going to be important artery. But the most important part is the capital city logistics area to the rest of the country where the stuff is being produced, and that is this line here. This line here needs to be as clear as possible. I don't see how more semaphores can help have less congestion here. Where do we place the semaphores? We have colored train here, we have timestamps that you can pause a video or even tag the timestamp in the comment section, but where in this area we can use more semaphores in order to have less train congestion. The other question is less trains. Manuel and JP agreed that we have too many trains in this country. Maybe yes, maybe not. But which trains do we sacrifice? Straight away, I will call BS on saying that we need less gravel trains. We had several problems with gravel, where we had to expand not only gravel trains, the amount of gravel trains we have, but actually gravel capacity production, just because gravel is so important. I would argue that it's the most used resource per quantity in the whole republic. You need like 100 times more gravel than you need food in this country. Even like crops, even like more than you need crops. Gravel is necessary for absolutely everywhere. At the moment, I will test this, but I don't guarantee that currently we're gonna have gravel shortage, but we're gonna test this. I will check the gravel storages that we have, and I will demonstrate this. We finished this construction a while back. We are still not constructing this to maximum capacity, but we can check this. For example, these storages are currently full because we are running 6 different 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? 4 or 5 different trains just delivering gravel. I think they're necessary. Let me know in the comment section which trains do you think we should cut down. Food, obviously not. We had to increase those. By the way, these question marks that you see around the map, it's because we changed change the semaphores, and this is why trains are confused, but they're going to be unconfused very soon. So which trains do we cut down on? Gravel, I 100% disagree. Currently we probably have a little bit more gravel than we need to, but for example, think about this: nuclear facilities that we're going to have to build here. For example, here we go, just a normal low yielding coal power plant. Just a normal small coal power plant, small, and I say small, and it is small, will require 300 tons of gravel, 106 tons of gravel, and compared to this concrete, how much do we have here? 4 to 1, so it would be 4 to 1. That means it's going to be 400 tons of gravel required only for this factory. Now let's calculate how much gravel we will need for the whole nuclear industries here. So bear in mind that here we go. We're gonna go one by one. This is just the processing facilities. This is nothing. This is again nothing. This one is a little bit more. This one is 300 tons of gravel. We have bridges here. Only this bridge requires, well, 200 tons of gravel. This is just the middle segment. This one requires another 200 tons of gravel. This one requires another, well, it's being finished, so it doesn't require that much gravel. But you see my point. This is what I was trying to explain, is that gravel is so necessary. So if we try even to upgrade a road segment somewhere that doesn't have gravel, this is already gravel road, and then you add asphalt layer over it. For example, we're gonna need asphalt from here to, let's say, here. This segment of the road will require 170, just this segment here will require 173 tons of asphalt. How much is that gravel? Gravel is two-thirds. That would be 120 tons. 120 tons of gravel is only for this one piece of road, and not saying the mines and everything else that we're gonna construct over here. It requires a lot of gravel. All these industries are quite intensive. Do we need gravel for mining industry as well? Let's see, energy related. This is heating. Let's see, mining. This is not mining. We need metallurgy. Really? I totally forgot where it is. Here we go. Here, mine. This is uranium mine. I think we're gonna need 1 or 2 of those. They require 200 tons of gravel. So there's a lot of gravel that is required. I mean, like, I'm not even saying about the cities that gonna require concrete to be constructed, roads, overpasses, this kind of stuff. I think personally, I didn't prove my point here with the buildings that we had, but we ran out of gravel. We literally ran out of gravel with 3 mines and 1 big processing facility distributing gravel elsewhere. We ran out of gravel in Koptigrad, we ran out of gravel in capital city area, we ran out of gravel, I probably should stop saying that. We ran out of gravel in the nuclear city area. So this wasn't enough for gravel. So I think cutting down the gravel trains is not the way to go. Food, we already had problems with food, no dice. Meat is being distributed by trucks. We have electronics, clothing, all that stuff is being distributed by trucks, not the trains. The other thing we have that we potentially can cut would be prefab and brick industries and cement industries. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if we should do this, if we shouldn't. I would like to know your input. Is there anything we can cut? And how many trains? Here. Let's try this. Trains. And by the way, my goal is to have many more trains. This is how many trains we have. We have 4 over here. And how much is this? 5, 10. That would be 40 trains, 40 lines. Around 50 trains we have around here. So many of them are passenger trains, so that doesn't need to be trams as well. Kopti Industrial is again transport for people, and so on and so on. So we have like 30 trains, and they're not even all using the same lines. I think many of them are, but 30 trains on this line, is this really too much? What do you think, guys? I would like to hear everybody's opinion. I would like to... I would like to hear your opinion on this. I'm not really sure what to think about this. I'm not sure if we have too many trains. Obviously electricity was a problem, and for this many trains, which I really want to have more, I want to use train transport even more. I think we covered all the basics with industries, so we will only expand the industries, potentially put a couple of more trains, but cutting down on trains, I don't think that's a solution. I don't want to do that, because trains are something that should be separate from the road transport, because road transport doesn't have capacity to transport that. So having less of something, oh, by the way, and temporarily removing some trains, that's out of the question. I don't have brain capacity to do so, and I'm being serious. I'm gonna forget to put something back, and we're gonna have dead people. And it's not like it didn't happen already. Right, so second thing we're gonna do here, I'm gonna just Alt-Tab, and I will do this. I still think that this won't work. I see the point where saving whale tier could work even in these winter times. I think it's insanity to have these people populating city here with minus 9 degrees Celsius, and the new people that will require food and heating straight away. I will follow some of the suggestions Stats said about this. I don't believe that this is gonna work. I think the losses will be too great, and also Manuel mentioned something that is really ingenious. Not ingenious, but it's incisive. It's really something that was in back of my head, is the population of 37,000. A lot of our cities are losing the workforce. So if we go for Murmansk, we have only 163 unemployed people, which is borderline healthy. We have capital city with 500 people, again borderline healthy because of the amount of people and work we have around here that people are working on. We probably can cut down on the train production. Then we have Nissisberg over here. Let's see how you're doing. 191. This is again borderline healthy. I won't even take this into consideration because I don't think there's enough people here to even calculate how many are there. So St. Thomasburg is out of the question. Galask needs more people, cannot stand less people. So we have potentially here 700 people unemployed, and that if we remove them, we're gonna be to zero unemployment. Of course it will not go to zero unemployment, we're just gonna have less workers in factories. There's always gonna be unemployed people. Right, and Koptigrad is the last one, and I know that Koptigrad cannot lose many people. Again, it's 200 people. So we're gonna go and sacrifice around 900 people at the moment. Well, sacrifice for something that I'm not really sure if it's gonna work out. I know I see the plan, how Stats envisioned it, and I totally understand it. Well, I don't know if I understand it. I'm gonna try to put it in production, how it was set, in order to start recovering whale tier. So the only important thing in whale tier is to have all workers set to zero, all of them, even firefighters, that's not a problem. Plastics factory, chemical factory, shipyards, none of the people work here. Heating plant is important, we're gonna leave that alone. Fishing farms, we have 23 people that are actually already heating. Right, so this is heating. Where are you heating from? I'm not really sure. City buildings, they are heated. Okay, so heat is not a problem anymore. So this is one solution, one thing resolved. Now, setting just population here also will not resolve people, because bus lines will take them in the wrong direction where they don't need to go. We still need to delete all of these bus lines in order for this to work. I 100% agree, and I understand how it is. I think it's too much pain to do something that potentially won't work, and I'm quite iffy, like quite not sure if this is gonna work. So what we should do in this case is find all the workplaces and lower the amount of workers working them to zero. So for example, kindergartens, just if there's any stray people here and there that would go anywhere to work anywhere except where we need them to, we need to remove. So we need to remove all the people working here. For example, we have, where's the clothing shop? We have clothing shop here, we have a food shop here. We can start populating this area on the coast. Where is the school? It's minimum, we're gonna need school probably. I'm not really sure even if school counts in this experiment. Like I said, shops, everything else is closed here. We have some people. What can we do? What can we do? Let's go down. This is Shkola. Ah, this is the cheaty one that can educate billions of people. That was a coffee time on my side. Right. Let's see. Sorry about that. Right, so hospital, again, it's on minimum. We have some sick people. We have heating all the way up. Food is there, but we need shopkeepers in order to have food. The clothing is the only thing that I'm a little bit worried here. We have, this is the bus stop. Let's see the range of the bus stop. They don't have range to here. This is what's worrying me. And then on the other side we have a clothing shop. How far can you walk? Again, this is not an option. Do we have a problem with clothing? Okay, obviously this shop here is gonna have to be the one. Look at this one. These guys never had clothing access. Do you? I don't think they do. Yeah, none of these shops is clothing shop. This one? No, this is kindergarten. Yeah, so this building doesn't have access to clothing. This is quite surprising. I will try to resolve this. I will avoid this building. I will try to temporarily resolve this. Let's just... Why can't this be built? How do you build stuff here these days? How do I build stuff? Aren't I supposed to have the tick thing? What the... What the hell is this? I might be missing something? How do I construct stuff? Am I building with money or something? No, this is white. Okay, that's surprising. What about roads then? What if I build a road? Okay. What the hell is this? Oh, freaking hell. They changed crap again. Okay. Sure. Whatever. I love this. Okay. So let's build this one, this footpath here. I mean, like, I understand that they moved it here. I think it's a better location for it. I didn't know this. Maybe I didn't read about it. Am I missing stuff here? I mean, like, I'm not the most active person on the forums and Facebooks and all that stuff, but really? I don't know. What I'm gonna try to do here is... do my best. Okay, I think we have everything set up here. The only thing we need to remove is these bus lines. Oh, you know what's the problem, Stats? You know what's the problem with bus lines? Last time I touched buses, this shit happened. This shit happened when I touched the buses. I tried to improve them, and I think we did decent job in trying to improve them. And I have to touch buses again. How in the sweet baby Jesus' birthday am I supposed to touch buses again and expect that this game is gonna work like it used to? Not as intended, not as... Okay, how many buses do we have? What do we do with them? We have 1, 2, 4, 7, and you know what? I can just take them all and put them all in the same line. So let's see this. What I'm gonna do is create a new line. All these old lines are gonna stay here. What's the name of the lines? Let's try to remember them. Yes, because this works. What is this line? This line is the gym line. And whale tier gym. There we go. And whale tier gym. Save this one. Oh, I just had an idea. That doesn't matter. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna populate one of the buildings here. 400 people in this building. This building has access to clothing all the way there. It has access to food all the way here. So and also has access to the bus station. So here we go. This building is gonna be dedicated for heating well tier. Okay, so we said all the people here will have to go to work to this bus station. Perfect. So what we're gonna do now is create a new line. So I'm gonna create a new line. Perfect. Not even close. This is making my skin crawl. That I have to do this. This is this line is gonna be called end of the. There we go. This line is called end of the. No, I don't have to put the D. No. We can do it like line named end of the. So end of the line. So or end of line. I don't know. English people, correct me. So here we go. End of the line. So how I'm gonna deal with this? Okay. Every single bus that goes in here is gonna get this one. You need to get people from here. I will monitor this. End of the line is gonna be selected. What I'm gonna do is transport 400 people from capital city, and that's it. That's not gonna be shock for anybody whatsoever. So 300 people from here and 200 people. Yeah, here we go. 500 people from Babushkino. We're gonna go for 500 people, and let's go for all of them in this building. That's gonna be one building resolved. I can go for the second building as well. We can go for 500. I know it's 380 people capacity of this building. Let's see. I think this is the second building that is in walking range. Let's just check. Walking range to shop, and bus station. Perfect. And I'm gonna set these workers to go here. There we go. And this is 160 people. This is gonna be more than enough. This one, right hand side one, and there we go. So we need to go back to the end of the line. Line called end of the and we're gonna go do this. This one already is part of this line. Bus, here we go. Go. Oh, pause. Let's remove these lines just to make it a little bit easier for us to check it. Okay, here we go. Black one, go. A lot of people heading for work straight away. Fine. Ooh. I will need people working in the shops as well. Sure. These people can stop. Where is it? Go to work, remove. There we go. So they will probably go for work. I can tell them to go work there, but I won't. Okay, continue on. This one is already set. This one is set. So none of these buses coming in here will do anything else except this one is going. That's fine. Except take the people to the heating plant. Is it heating plant? Chomusek heating plant. That's not Chomusek. That's well tier. But fine. This is crap. This is what I built by, let's call it accident. Well, I was just testing crap. Okay, no. We have this one. This one, I'm pretty sure they're coming in here, but it doesn't matter. Progress? No. There's no people working in here. Why is there no people work? Please go to work. Hallelujah. Okay, he's working there. Any more buses coming in here? So, brick building, go away. I need people not to be hungry. That's the key. Okay, we have a couple of more buses coming in here. They're not part of this line, so this one, fine. This one, fine. This one, fine. I'm just gonna read if I missed something. So, delete all bus lines. Delete all the bus lines. Delete the bus lines. Populate residential buildings with citizens from other cities. Force the workers of the residential areas to go to the bus stop, as well as the food store closest to the residential building. Okay, this is what I didn't do. But I'm expecting them to work here. Let's see. We have one worker. We need more workers. Please come more workers. Don't create queues. I don't want to tell you to go to work here. Just we need more. Frig it. Okay, other building is gonna go and work here. Because you didn't want to have it nicely, you're gonna have to have forcefully. So all the workers from this building will have to go to work to shop. Probably I should have done it with both buildings, but and I can do it with both buildings. For example, this building can have people going to work, let's say here, and it can be 50-50. You know why it can be 50-50? Because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how you... It doesn't matter how many, what's the percentage. It's not like half of the building is gonna go to work there. No, it's like half of the workplaces in there will be filled from the people from this building and half is gonna go elsewhere. But if this building has only 5 workplaces, they're only gonna send 5 people here. Rest of them should go to the bus station. Like, even if it's like 100 people out of 101, and there's only one work here, I think the rest of the 100 will go here where they need work, if this workplace is filled. This is how I understand it. Okay, sure. So we split. I wanted to split the other one as well. I will just give it a few more seconds. Am I missing buses here? I might be missing buses here. I'm missing buses here. Bus. This one? Yes, indeed. Check the shop. Okay, problems. Problem is that we need to split these ones as well. So split them between this one and this. Oh, we have the clothing shop as well. Sure. That's not a problem. Clothing shop, I don't know if they need it or not. It's not on the list. Let me just check. But it's not on the list, but it doesn't... Oh, that's relocation. I was like, what the hell? I can't do stuff? No. I should be able to do stuff. Okay, go. Let's see now. Workers. We need more workers here. I can set more workers to work here. It's only sellers that we need. So why was there like 8 of them being serviced at the same time? Here we go. Perfect. Go. Storm the front. Right. More buses. Do we have more buses coming? We do. Bus. Oh. What? Oh, right, workplace. Yeah, sorry. Okay, this one is bad. My bad. I won't stop those. This is gonna be way too much. This is a bus that goes to construction office. He will pick up some people from here, which is fine. Let me just check here. We have people requiring to go there. People are being fed. I will give them more workers here. That's fine. Let's see. Recovery. Kindergarten, that's fine. We can start to populate kindergartens as well. Can we? That's a tricky one. Every single worker from these buildings now is going to either one of those 2 shops to work there. Let's have more workers. Okay, these either to work there or they're going to heating plant. Okay, that's it. Okay, so let's start slow recovery. Is this resolved? I have no idea. Are we having workers? Let's see what their workers' needs are. Food. I'll wait for them to stabilize their current needs. Food needs to drop. And this building here. This building, did it lose people? Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. No. Prom. Right, so let's see. A lot of workers coming to work here. Do we have... I lost at the end of the... Here we go. Do we have any other... let's see this. Vehicle lines. We have 4 buses missing from here. We have so many buses actually coming. Which line are you on? Oh, Nizhny Weltier workers. Ooh. He just grabbed wrong people. This one is end of the... Oh, here we go. You? This is the last one. I will leave this one alone. It already has people on there. It's just gonna be messy if I... And look at the technical services here. Where are the technical services? Let's try to find this. We should have several technical services around Weltier. Technical services, okay, and 3 kilometers. So we have here, and there. Looks like they're cleaning. I think I want to go with their cleaning. Do you have vehicles? You have vehicles. They can use more vehicles? They can use more vehicles. Sure, why the hell not? Let's buy one more cause here. And then we have one here in the industrial area that is responsible for cleaning. Yeah, it's full. That's it. Let's see if this is gonna be resolved. At one point, should I start populating other workplaces? So, let's say that heat is up. We don't know. First of all, I don't think that heat goes as fast as it was discussed in the comment section. I think heat goes out quite slowly. Even if the heating plant is all the way up, it takes few days for it to have hot water. Or days, something like that. I don't think it's like instantly. It works like that if you have a huge heating plant and huge pipes and then one building in the end. But if you have whole city with multiple heat exchangers that needs to heat every single building, I think that's a problem. Okay, so what's with the hospital? Hospital is gonna lose workers, maybe, because where are workers going from here? Where are workers coming here from? That's a question. What's with this footpath here? It's being created. It's being settled. Okay. What about workers here? Food is 67 at the moment. Do they have sellers? Yes. Do they have food? Yes. So food shouldn't be a problem. They are going elsewhere for work, but food is growing. They didn't get food. Why is that? Probably because they went to work first and then they complain about the food. I bet that most of these buses are coming back. Ooh, let me see. 2 workers. They have enough workers, so we are resolving this. Heating plant is working. Okay. So, can we do something about this? Is this gonna resolve the problem? Let's see. The thing that I was afraid of is that my opinion about how fast this actually increases the heat of the buildings, it's slow. And yet, also my head didn't grasp what we actually needed to make this work. So turn off everything, turn off bus transport system. At the moment, you can see that road clearance is not functioning. Even though it should. Let's see if we have everything covered. We have everything covered. It's just it's snowing and it should be cleaned soon. You know what I should do now? I should upgrade the roads now. Yeah, this is exactly what we need. Food. People are working there. How many people we have? 143. Okay, population altogether 37,000. I think this is the biggest people sink we have in the nation. 35, 34. It's going up and down. It's still this building is fully populated. I kind of wanted to use this as a measurement how the city is doing, because they should have connection to everything that they need, like food and the clothing and all that stuff. Why the hell is the snow not being cleared? I mean, like, we should have a lot of... Oh, is that a fire helicopter? Oh, crap. Okay, that's worrying when I see those bad boys. Right, so what else do we have? We have sick people, hospital. Hospitals are handling the situation, that's fine. I'm pretty sure that people working in hospitals are the ones living in other buildings around the city. That's fine, that's fine. Workers on the bus stop, some of them. When do I start resolving? You see that population is still falling off. Am I missing something? Let's check. People in other buildings, they still missing food. They don't have jobs. Kindergartens seem to be a thing. Oh, I forgot to put this kindergarten. That's fine. This is perfect because this is also in range of kindergartens. So that means this is exactly what I wanted to do now, to provide them with kindergartens so we would have more workers. Perfect. Okay. So what would be the next thing? Culture. Sure. 5 people in aquarium. Would I be nice and give them 10 people waiting for zoo and aquarium? Sure. Meat. Culture, food, sports. Sports is something that you're not gonna get that anytime soon here. Okay. We are still losing people. I don't know if we're missing something. Sports facility, we don't have. I should probably get a bus going there. I can get. What's this guy? No, they're all end of the line buses. They're getting on the few workers, but this building seems to be doing fine. It's fully populated. A lot of people without work. I'm pretty sure they're on the way to work, or those needs are going to be met soon. Food 25 here and 54 here. I think it was jumping to 60, but you can see that they are having their needs met. Shopping over here, the clothing and electronics is working fine. Do we have people in zoo? We have people in zoo, but not enough staff working in the zoo. So do we release the rule? Maybe this. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should tell these guys not to have any preferences where they work. And see if they're gonna start populating other places. We do have this building still, sending it to all 3 shops workers. I wanted just to have them, you know, a little bit happiness to rise. Oh, look at this Oceanium. Is this the maximum amount of people? No, let's just leave it at 5. That's enough. 2 workers can. Okay, that's. The Oceanium seems a little bit more efficient. It's also... maybe they need so many workers. I don't mind. I don't mind. Right. Spring is coming. It's February 22nd. Really? Yeah, I thought it was 27th. Okay, I missed something. Okay. Missing staff. What about people? People, is that recovery? Do I see recovery? I could be seeing recovery here. Now, well tier, okay, I'm gonna pause this. So well tier would be, even if we're gonna go back to recovery, this is gonna be a gentle plant. Something that I don't know if I have brain capacity to do on my own. What do I mean by that? We can't just revive the city like bang, it's back to normal. I think we're gonna have to gradually put the services back online. Heating being again the most important, and obviously the bus services are going there. I'm not really 100% sure how I should feel about it. What I would like to give them now is sports facilities. So let's say that we're gonna hire 2. How many can work here? 10. Okay, I can go with 10. 10 people working there, and as you can see, we have well tier gym. This line, I would like to have this line operational. I will tell this bus over here to service the gym. So that means all the people gravitating to this bus station will have option to go to work here and also to go and visit the gym. Okay, so this is the next stop. Am I doing it too fast? I don't know. The food requirements are shrinking. We lost 1 person here. The recovery here is ever so slowly going up. I don't think we can even call it recovery. People happiness, I know the worst one was 92, 93%. Now it's 96. We can't get city statistics because we have too few people working in the city hall. What else? Again, we have a little bit less people. Sports is a big thing. Okay, what's happening here? We have workers and now we have sports enthusiasts. I'm hoping that they will be delivered here as well because we have 3 of them. I'm hoping that whoever requires sports will go here because now they have a bus line directly there. It's these harmonica buses delivering workers there. I'm not sure if we have any worker drain elsewhere. Heating plant looks like it's at 100%. I'm thinking about starting to open up other businesses, or maybe stopping to tell people to go to work to the bus stop. I'm not sure. School. I think we're gonna need school. We have school. This enormous school that can house millions of people. All jokes aside, but it does have like for 1 teacher, or 3 teachers and 1 staff, we can have 50 people. Well, actually, yeah, you can see 56 people for 4 employees. It's a little bit too much. I don't think I should be. Oh, okay, okay. I'll shut this. Can I shut this school down? I'm gonna have to replace it at one point with something else. But anyway, let's continue on where we were. How many people, how many workers do we have here? Do I implement any other transport around the city? The problem is that the thing is that we don't need so many people in the heating plant at the moment. First of all, temperatures are going up. Second of all, we are just transporting crap load of workers there and back. That's the problem. Where I would like them to have, well, actually, you know what? Let them. What we can do is, oh, we still have this one working. That's nice. Oh, the power plant is working. That's sweet. That's nice, because other workplaces are not open. I totally forgot that I forgot to put power plant down, but that's fine. Let it produce power. Let there be light. Okay. I think revival shock therapy here worked. I still don't think we had as bad situation in the city as I previously thought. Hahaha. I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I meant like I thought it was a worse situation that is not recoverable. But the problem is what to do next. How do we recover the whole city? Because, well, how to recover the whole city? We are still dwindling in population. We are still not going upwards. I mean, like, we never will go upwards. I mean, like, it's not going to be significant thousands of people just arriving or finishing schools. This is going to be long recovery. But how long will it take us to get, let's say, 5,000 people? It's February 26, 1999. We have like 10 people now already. That's nice. It is, as far as I remember, how low we were, like 22, 23. Now we're at 35. I would like to see this improve. Unfortunately, well, we have this, right? Oh, darn. I totally forgot about this one. Alcohol, clothing, religion, sports should be a thing as well. Yeah, it looks nice. That's fine. We're still building this. Oh, I totally forgot. Sorry about this. Was it Restart Legion? Yeah. We have a perfect build. Not perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yep. Next to perfect. Like perfect-ish. Perfect adjacent building for the capital city. I think one of the best mods, at least I'm not ideal person for this, but at least in my eyes, really, really good or next to perfect mod for this was... Sorry, for that I saw recently would be the, where is it? State infrastructure, secret police. Oh, come on. Really? I have to do here. So we're gonna have secret police. And this is Robs's secret police building. Now, you can't really see the full picture of it, but I think this building here looks magnificent. I think this is potentially one of the best buildings I ever saw, like Robs's best buildings, because like these balconies and entrances, and then the facade of the building, the area in the backyard looks realistic, looks authentic, because usually you would have this as a front entrance facing the street, and the back one is kind of bare-boned. It's not really like, it looks realistic, and also it looks really nice. So what I wanted to do is place it in a capital city. But where do we place something like this? Like, we have some space around here. I think I would be able to squeeze it in here. I probably don't know. I have no idea. Probably if you level it. But I would like to place it in the opposite direction. This is the thing that I would like to have it this facing the street. And this looks definitely like it belongs in the city center. But we don't have a space here. I don't want to demolish any parks. And also it would be really nice if we had a road access on the other side for the vehicles. We can always build it in a new part of the city, but in 1999, I think the style of the buildings would be totally different. So I don't know where to place this. It should be in capital city. And this is old. This looks like 19th century Central European style building. Yeah. maybe early 20th century, but anyway, it definitely doesn't look like a modern building. I mean, like, of course you can always recreate those. I mean, like, you Americans build the White House like it looks like the freaking Romans built it, and it's like not built by Romans or Greeks, but it's, you know, you can always change styles. But anyway, this kind of looks like it would be the perfect location for it. Here we go. But the problem is with the road, that I don't believe that the road will be connected here properly. So I can try, because I don't really mind where the almost. No, I think I always knew it was too low. Look, here it's not, but the problem is the bent of the railroad. So now I bookmarked this building so we can find it here and under secret police. Here we go. Perfect. Unpause. So I think this would be probably the best location for it. Unfortunately, you can see that we have conflicts both with the railroad and then on this side with the road here on the left hand side corner and there on the right hand side. I can try leveling this, but it looks already quite level. If you go to a little bit leveling, but I don't think this is gonna resolve the issue. Well, who am I to say this? Let's just try it and see how it goes. This is as level as we want to get. Obviously there's a difference between the road and the railroad level there. Here we go, and let's try to squeeze this building in. Come on, baby, light my fire. You can see that we can go almost all the way to the road. That's not a problem, but the pillars there behind the railroad pillars are the ones causing a little bit of an issue. This is the closest thing we can go that looks like it's it can kind of fit. So here we go. Yeah, no, we cannot put it here. We need road access for the vehicles to come in here. What's gonna happen here? I think it's obvious for everybody that we will claim new land from the sea here. I don't know how much. I'm still thinking what we gonna do with this land over here, because this land over here, I was thinking about building a beach, but I think that's a really, really bad idea. First of all, capital cities and this kind of stuff, it rarely has. I mean, like, what capital city is known by its beaches? Think about this. Like, even in Europe, capital city and nice beaches, I think it's rare. I mean, obviously, the Maldives and the, I don't know. Like, I'm even thinking about Manila, Jakarta, but those are metropolises that are on the coast, and I'm pretty sure they are quite industrialized and that they don't have peachy beaches like they should. You have cities like, what's it called? Dhaka in Senegal, that is like literally like 90% of the cities on the coast. I bet that they're gonna have really nice beaches there. I'm not sure about like how developed tourism industry is in Dhaka. I know a couple of my friends. I have one of my friends that works with me is actually Senegalese, so he talks quite fondly of Senegal. And a couple of my friends that I work with actually visited him there. So obviously there is tourism, but I don't know if how developed branch of industry tourism is in Senegal. So obviously we're not gonna be able to build this as I wanted it. So what I'm gonna do now, because this is gonna be just a vehicle access, I'm gonna build the best angled road in the world that world has ever seen. 90 degrees, everything parallel to each other, and just asphalt road like this. Perfect. This is how it should be. This is how the world should be. So, secret police in the capital city, as you guys wished. Okay, so it's 27th of February. We did pause this for a while. What kind of other ramifications we're gonna have in our country because of the issues with heating in Whale Tier? I don't know. Unemployment is low. This is a little bit worrying. We will have people from Galask with that bus line that we implemented being delivered here, so we have a little bit more looser hands than we should with this. I will check if we have. You can see how many how many people are being delivered here to work in the heating plant. I think we're gonna have to recover the city. I think we still don't have enough population to even think about this. We can check a little bit of statistics now. What has happened here? What has happened? Do we have any over 21s living in their parents? Why would I think it here? Oh, jeez. No, we have new mechanic in the game that we can actually block them, or where we don't want people to go. But I believe every single city here requires people to go somewhere. I believe the mechanic of the game is that they will try to find the apartments in the city where they live, and then they're gonna try to go elsewhere. So I believe people working in Whale Tier will, or growing up in Whale Tier, will continue living in Whale Tier. So gradually I will have to put all the amenities back in production. I don't know where the people are gonna be located to live, but I think I would like them to live around here. Let's finish this footpath because this is slightly worrying me. Slightly. What I do is never slightly. It's always drastic, draconian even. How am I supposed to do this? Yeah, underground cables. This is something that we were working on before, so I would like to see how that's gonna turn out to be. But underground cables, I think overground cables can be removed now, but I think I'm too stressed to think about that. We barely pulled this off. I know. Some of you had all the confidence in me. Some of you had all the confidence in Stats' plan. At least Stats did. No confidence in me. That was an actual joke. Probably you expected me to fail this. I don't know if it's a failure or not. We are... Wow. Okay, that's a 50 people increase. That was a 50 people increase. That's a new people being born. That's always interesting to know. But this is the most important metric here that we're looking at is 16 to 21s. These are the people who are gonna hit the market within next, I believe, year. So until next winter, we should have between 2,000 and 3,000 additional people hitting the market. 0 to 6-year-olds, they should start growing significantly. I'm expecting that. And then 7 to 15-year-olds, they will hit the market within next 2 years. So this is more or less the recovery that we can expect. Of course, I think around 2 months is a year in this game, more or less. Maybe if you know better, more detailed metric about this, how long does it take for a person to age 1 year in this game? I tried measuring this. I don't think it was it over 1 month or over 2 months? I think it was the working ages up until it's like 2 years to get to 21. Anyway, oh, they're not living with their parents anymore. They're called 21s without own flat. That's cool. I love that part. I really do. Okay, that's it. The population recovered by 80 people since we started kind of recovery. Smiling people did not recover above 96%. I would like to see that as well. But the overall population looks like it's slowly recovering. We have a lot of projects. We will monitor this in every single episode. I will pause less because we're gonna have more. We have a lot of projects we need to finish. And a lot of stuff we started on. We will talk about the railroads in the comment section. I'm really hoping to have this engaged. Please focus on this initial question because I would like to learn more about this and what's your opinion on the railroads and if we can shrink and if we should shrink the train system that we have. Future development, we're gonna have to start soon on the nuclear industries. I'm not worried about people living in St. Thomasburg because we will recover within a year or so. We're gonna have, I believe we're gonna recover within 2 years fully. That we're gonna have more than 45,000. I would say that this is a full recovery. Fun fact: Ireland is the only country in the world, more or less, or you catch my drift, that didn't recover their own population since that didn't grow in the population since 1850s. It actually lost population, and only recently it came back to the whole island of Ireland, that it had around 7 to 8 million people that it had before, 170 years ago, because of the Great Famine, but it never recovered. While every other country in the world, or at least Europe, grew with population, Ireland didn't. Just only now they caught up in just over 170 years. Anyway, fun fact, guys, have a nice Wednesday. If you like this, like, subscribe, notification bell, ring in the comment section, hit it. If you want to support the channel, I have a description of the video. Guys, have a nice Wednesday. See you in the next one. Bye bye.